So, very good evening to everyone. I am dietitian Shomendu. Today, in the platform of Cognize Nutrition, I welcome all the students of nutrition and different science colleges those who have attended, and thanks to all the lecturers and professors. I have sent the invitation. City College, Gokhel College, and different Kingston is also there. Any other colleges there? Can anyone just unmute and say kon college থেকে আছো? Which college you are belong from?
Ramsadar College.
Ramshoday College you are there.
Sir,
Even
Gokhale College.
Gokhel College you are there. So many students in this 6-month MNT course are also from your college. City College, Gokhel College, they are doing this Cognize Nutrition 6 months course. So I am going to start the program. So ja question thakbe in English, Hindi, Bengali, whatever language you are comfortable, you please ask the questions. This topic is related to your nutrition only. So, and it is a very important topic. So over to Camelia Bhadro, the moderator of this program. She will be discussing, she will be start the program.
Am I visible?
Yes,
So?
you are visible and audible.
Okay. Okay. Good morning. Good evening to all of you. Good evening to all my respected teacher and co-educators. I am Camelia Bhadro and completed my BSc from Viharilal College and have done my masters from IIST Shibpur. Currently, I am working as a clinical nutritionist as well as sports nutritionist. I would like to thank you, Shomendu sir and Ananya ma'am, for creating this type of practical oriented platform where all the students can easily feel free to talk and ask their question at any time and contact with you personally also. And I am very privileged to be a part of this presentation and worked as a co-moderator. So thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. And my next co-moderator is Shuborna De. I am over to you. You can continue.
Thank you, Camelia. And most welcome, Shubhparna.
Thank you, sir.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
Good evening, everyone. And as Camelia said, that I am very much thankful to God that I got the chance to join such beautiful platform, which is designed and coordinated by Shomendu sir and Ananya ma'am. I'm really thankful to them for giving us this opportunity to moderate such groups. So now we will be starting the presentation. Today our topic is about rheumatoid arthritis and autoimmune disease. So autoimmune disease is such type of disease in which case our own immunity, our own immune system attacks our own healthy cells. It is by mistake, but they attacks our own healthy cells. Rheumatoid arthritis is a type of autoimmune disease. In that case, our joints are getting affected. So, without wasting time, I'll let you know who are our today's participants. First is Shilpa De from Midnapur. She will be discussing about the autoimmune disease, types of rheumatoid arthritis, and difference between rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis. Secondly, Mona Lisa Ghosh from Kolkata. She will be discussing about the stages of rheumatoid arthritis, signs and symptoms, etiology, and complications of the disease. Third is Srija Orti from Kolkata. She will be discussing about the pathophysiology, diagnostic tests, and treatment of rheumatoid arthritis. Then Saya Paul from Kolkata will be discussing about the role of spices in maintaining osteoarthritis. And lastly, Debanjani Gorai will discuss about the medical nutrition therapy of rheumatoid arthritis and a sample diet plan for the disease. So, all the best, everyone. Get started. Thank you.
Yeah, all the best, everyone. And before Shilpa starts, I have to say just one words that don't think it as an webinar, those who are the students. So please don't think it as an webinar, think it as a class and it as a discussion. Those who are presenting, they are also students like you or maybe little bit senior than you. So please feel free to ask questions, whatever questions in your mind, in any language you are comfortable with. So welcome, Shilpa. The stage is yours.
Sir, am I visible?
Just let me know, Shilpa, if the screen is sorry, the PPT is visible, and please let me know when to change the slide. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Shilpa, the screen is visible. You can start. You can start, Shilpa.
Sir,
Yes.
can I start?
Yes, please.
Good evening, sir. Very good evening to all the participants, my fellow group members, and my moderators. I am Silpa De from Midnapur. I have completed my master's from Midnapur City College. After completed my master's, I am doing my internship at Siliguri Neotia Gateway Hospital. Before beginning my today's presentation, I would like to thank Cognis Nutrition, especially Sobrindu sir and Ananda ma'am, for helping me to improve my communication skill and giving me the opportunity to work in a multi-specialty hospital as an intern. I also like to thank my moderator, Kabelia D and Suparna D, my group members, and once again I want to thank dietitian Shobindu sir for their guidance and supportiveness. Now I am going to start my first slide. This is a presentation. So sir, can I start? So now I am going to tell about autoimmune disease. So let's see the slide. Before discussing about autoimmune disease, we should know about autoimmunity. So what is autoimmunity? Autoimmunity is the production of antibodies and autoreactive T cells. And autoantibodies are antibodies produced by the immune system that react with a component of the body's own tissue and organs work against self-antigen. I am not going into the details for time constant about autoantibody. And autoimmune disease, yeah, everyone knows that our body's immune system protects us from disease infection. But if we have an autoimmune disease, our immune system attack healthy cells in our body by mistake. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Clear. So, autoimmune disease may affect any part of the body, but no one is sure the causes of autoimmune disease. It may result from the interaction of the genetic load of the individual, modification of the self-tissue antigen by environmental agents such as virus, drugs, or etc. Women have a higher risk for some autoimmune disease like rheumatoid arthritis or systemic lupus erythematosus at the age of 12 to 51. It has been deduced that women produce the higher titer of antibodies than men. So no one is sure about this cause. Before going to the next slide, can anyone tell me the example of autoimmune disease except rheumatoid arthritis?
Autoimmune disease আর কি কি রকমের হয় যারা স্টুডেন্ট আছো, please help Shilpa to understand that what are the autoimmune disease. Just tell the names. The students of BSc from City
type 1
College or
diabetes, sir.
Hope College.
Type 1 diabetes, celiac disease.
The new pass.
Tell
Sir,
your
type-
name, tell your name, college name, and then
Type
answer.
1 diabetes.
Anemia.
Celiac disease.
Yes.
Celiac
Very
disease.
good. Thank you.
Type 2 diabetes, sir.
Any more? Any more?
The anemia, hemolytic anemia.
Yes. So can you tell what is celiac disease? Though who have answered about the celiac disease?
Celiac disease is all about the gluten. When gluten interact with our T cell, like
What happened in celiac disease? If you are confident about the answer, can anyone just tell what is celiac disease? What happened in celiac disease? Celiac disease কি হয়?
Sir Boishali.
No, not Boishali. I want from the students, current students of BSc. What happens in celiac disease?
Uh, in
Not
consumption of
Shinchita, not Shinchita. Anyone? Anyone from City College? Those who are current student of MSc?
স্যার বলবো
হ্যাঁ বলো কি নাম?
স্যার চন্দনা
Okay, then Chandana, I tell the answer. Chandana is already our student from 6-month MNT. Okay, you give the answer.
স্যার ইনফ্লামেশন ইন স্মল ইন্টেস্টাইন ডিউ টু গ্লুটেন ইনটলারেন্স
What is gluten? একটু বুঝিয়ে বলে দাও সবাইকে।
gluten is one type of protein which is present in mainly wheat products and
Not only wheat,
when we
there are
can't tolerate it
other
wheat
cereals
rye
also. Yes,
yes
barley, rye, oats, and this is present. So the people are allergic to this certain amount of this gluten. So এটা খাওয়ার পরেই ডায়রিয়া বা different types of symptoms দেখা যায়. Okay, so we are not going into the details, and without taking any time, Shilpa, please continue. So should we change to the next slide?
Yes, sir. Next slide, please.
Next slide.
Everyone knows that the most common autoimmune disease is rheumatoid arthritis, which affects on the bone and muscle, affecting 40 to 60 years old women. Ankylosing spondylitis and polymyalgia rheumatica is also affects on the bone. There are many skin-related autoimmune diseases, as you see in pictorial slide that which are psoriasis, scleroderma, dermatomyositis. Participants, have you known about diabetic neuropathy?
What is diabetic?
Diabetic neuropathy.
Diabetic neuropathy, what is that? Okay, Shilpa, you continue.
Okay, sir. Autoimmune disease commonly linked to the peripheral neuropathy and diabetic neuropathy. Diabetic neuropathy is a type of nerve damage that can occur if you have a diabetes. It can be mild or painful. It most often damages the nerves of our legs and feet. There are different types of autoimmune disorder which affect on the GI tract, like celiac disease that trigger when you eat gluten. It also known as gluten-sensitive enteropathy. Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis also affect on GI tract. Hemolytic anemia, also a type of autoimmune disease which attack the red blood cells. Leukemia and lupus erythematosus is also there. Next slide, please. Now I am coming to the
Sir, slides are not visible.
Slide is not visible.
No, sir.
It is not visible to anyone.
No, sir.
yes sir yes sir
No,
Yes,
sir.
it is
No, sir. Visible.
It is visible. Okay, pin the screen where it is showing the name Shaumendu Ghosh presenting.
Yes.
Pin on that screen. You will find Shaumendu Ghosh two screen. One is Shaumendu Ghosh with a logo photo, and one is the Shaumendu Ghosh presenting. Click on that link.
No, sir, it is not visible.
Sir, Shaumendu Ghosh, there are three of you
No,
present
sir, it
here.
is not
Shaumendu Ghosh presenting should be.
Hello, you pinned the last one.
Yes, yes. How to explain?
Okay, Shilpa, carry on the discussion.
Okay, sir.
Carry on the
So,
discussion. I am presenting again. Okay, তুমি question answer চালাতে থাকো. We are again presenting.
Okay, sir. So what is rheumatoid arthritis? Can anyone tell?
Shubha Roy, you have started presenting. That's why we will unable to present. Shubha Roy, who is that? Please leave and join again. Yes. You continue. I am again presenting. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. And requesting everyone to pin this screen so that further it will not get lost. Thank you. Please continue.
So what is rheumatoid arthritis? Rheumatoid arthritis is a chronic inflammatory disorder which usually affects on joints symmetrically. May initially begin in a couple joint only, and also most frequently attacks
এই
our wrists,
সুপ্রীতি
hands,
এই তোর ওইখানে আমার জলটা আছে একটু দিয়ে না না বাবা
shoulders, knee, and ankles.
জবটা
As I already told that it is more frequent in women than men.
Everybody
It often
kindly
starts
mute yourself. Whatever you
individuals in
require,
their
please
20s
mute
and
yourself.
30s. Now I am coming to the most important part of the PPT. People often confuse osteoarthritis with rheumatoid arthritis. There are differences between osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. As I say that from the age parameter, I can say that osteoarthritis usually affects people over 40 and rheumatoid arthritis is higher among the individual the age of 20, but most commonly in middle age. Osteoarthritis occur when the protective cartilage that cushion the end of the bones of the wear down over time. A rheumatoid arthritis cause of the rheumatoid arthritis is not even clear. It is maybe immune system dysfunction, genetic factors, or abnormal metabolism. Osteoarthritis is a degenerative disorder, while rheumatoid arthritis an autoimmune inflammatory disorder. The symptoms of osteoarthritis is maybe pain, stiffness, tenderness, loss of flexibility, swelling, bone through, grafting sensation, while the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis, tender, fatigue, sometimes loss of appetite, joint stiffness, which usually occur in the morning or after activity. The stiffness time of osteoarthritis is not more than 20 minutes. While rheumatoid arthritis, the stiffness is more than 1 hour. Typically, osteoarthritis is affected particular area on the joint, while rheumatoid arthritis, the affected area is multiple joint all over the body. So, thank you so much everyone for your attention. Now I am forwarding the next slide to Mona Lisa ji. Over to you, Mona Lisa ji.
Thank you, Shilpa, so much. You have given a nice presentation and you have discussed in very much details. So till then, anyone have any question? Otherwise, we will take the question in the end. So it is clear to everyone the difference between osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. Difference ta shobar jonne clear? Because many people confuse this osteoarthritis, jetake in Bengali we call bater byatha, with that rheumatoid arthritis. So that is very important to know that what is rheumatoid and osteo. Rheumatoid can happen to a 6 years or 7 years child also, whereas osteoarthritis, as told by Shilpa, that it comes in the later age or the old age. So over to Mona Lisa for the next session.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, in which gender is affected most? Both the arthritis.
This is most prone to, I think, Shilpa, you have told now, this is prone to mostly in the female, the rheumatoid arthritis.
Yes, sir. Omen, huh? Yes, sir.
Yes. এই জায়গাটা আরেকবার একটু বলে দাও, why it's omen.
Okay, sir. Can I start, sir?
1 minute, just let Shilpa to clear that. Shilpa, do you want to add any point that why it is prone to omen?
Yes, sir.
Can
Women
you?
have a higher risk for some autoimmune disease like rheumatoid arthritis and systemic lupus erythematosus. This is because of it has been deduced that women produce higher titer of antibodies than men. So, in general, mount more vigorous immune response. Women generally tend to have higher level of CD4 plus T cell and significantly higher level of IgG. That's because of women are more susceptible than men for autoimmune disease like rheumatoid arthritis, systemic lupus erythematosus, etc.
So it is clear to everyone. যে কোশ্চেনটা করেছিল কি নাম বলো?
Sir, Natasha Goenka.
नताशा, आपको क्वेश्चन क्लियर, आंसर क्लियर है?
So it's clear, but I think it's more in the menopause women, no? Because of loss of estrogen,
Which one? Osteo or rheumatoid?
osteoarthritis.
Osteoarthritis is most common with the menopausal woman. So when we will teach menopause, we will discuss this. But rheumatoid arthritis is not like that, that it will be only in the menopausal woman. It is also common in the young age also. Okay. And mostly rheumatoid arthritis is seen in the hands and feet, inflammation in the hands and feet, whereas osteoarthritis can be in the any joint. So rheumatoid also in other joints also, but it is mostly in the hand and feet. So moving to the next slide, if we have any question, we will take in the end. So moving to the next slide, please, for Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa, you can switch on your video. Yes, it is okay. You can start.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Shilpa, and good evening, everyone. My name is Mona Lisa Ghosh. I have completed my MSc from JNM Medical College and deep dive from All India Institute of Hygiene and Public Health. Currently, I am pursuing RD internship at CMRI hospitals, and I like to say I am thankful to everyone and Cognize Nutrition for giving me this platform and also help me to enhance my practical based knowledge and minute perfections which we generally fail to notice while reading theory from books. Today I am going to discuss about the stages, symptoms, causes and complications of rheumatoid arthritis. Hope you all must have got some basic idea of RA from the last presentation that was given by Shilpa. So now, what are the stages of RA? Rheumatoid arthritis is an inflammatory autoimmune disease of the synovium, which rheumatologists classify in 4 stages according to the functional status of RA patient. Sir, next slide. The early stage of RA is characterized by synovitis, which is an inflammation of the synovial membrane, which causes swelling of involved joint and pain upon motion. In the following stage, there is a spreading of inflammation in synovial tissue, affecting joint cavity space across joint cartilage. Then, in severe RA, as we call it as stage 3, is marked by formation of pannus. Now, what is pannus? Can anyone answer?
জয়েন্ট থেকে যে
হ্যাঁ বলো, সৌম্যদীপ বলো। ইয়েস
স্যার, ওই যে দুটো জয়েন্ট আছে ওখান থেকে দানা দানা খড়িত হয়, ওটাকেই প্যানাস বলা হয়।
So Mona Lisa, do you agree with the answer?
কিছুটা pannus is an abnormal tissue growth caused by thickening of the synovium.
Yes, the picture is now
Last from 3 pannus. Hello. Thickening of tissue growth, abnormal tissue growth between the synovium. And the last stage, that is stage 4, is called terminal or end stage RA, in which the inflammatory process has subsided and the formation of fibrous tissue and fusing of bone result in cyst joint function through fibrous ankylosis and bony ankylosis are noticed. Sir, next slide.
Okay, next slide, please. Is it clear, Shomadip, now with the picture?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Shomadip. Thank you, Mona Lisa. Yes, Mona Lisa, continue.
Then my next topic is causes of RA. Causes of RA is a very active area of research, but some factors like bacteria, virus, fungi, some environmental factors, obesity, or genetically inheritance have long been suspected. Sir, next slide.
Those who have joined from your mobile, if you want, you can zoom the screen to see the, if it is, you cannot see the screen properly, just with your finger, you can zoom the picture. Okay, please next slide.
Moving on to the sign and symptoms of RA, we can observe the different signs in patient like redness, warmth, swelling, pain, stiffness, loss of function, bone loss, damage to joint cartilage, and chronic inflammation in synovial membrane. So weakening of surrounding muscle. So these are the common signs and symptoms that are noticed in RA patient. Sir, next slide, please. And my last topic is complications of RA, which includes number 1, cellulitis, which is a serious inflammation disease that affects the whiter outer coating of the eye, known as sclera. Number 2, pericarditis. Can anyone of you tell me what is exactly pericarditis?
I think inflammation of the pericardium.
Yes, thank you. Yes, pericarditis is an inflammation of the pericardium of heart. Thank you for replying. Number 3, it is vasculitis and pleuritis. So these are the inflammation of the blood vessels and the inflammation of the tissue that lines the lungs and chest cavity. We can also notice enlarged spleen and rheumatoid nodules, which is form lump that develop under the skin. Next come the Sjogren's syndrome, which is an immune system disorder characterized by dry eyes and mouth. And lastly, we can also observe the carpal tunnel syndrome, in which a numbness and tingling in the arm occur caused by a pinched nerve, basically on median nerve in the wrist. So these are the complications of RA which are mainly observed. Thank you all for your kind attention. Now the next participant, Srija, will be carrying on with you.
Thank you, Mona Lisa. It is nicely explained. So if anybody have any question related to Mona Lisa's slide, we will take in the end.
Thank you, Mona Lisa. It was a very nice presentation. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Srija Ardi. I have completed my master's from Calcutta University, and currently I am pursuing my internship. I am very much privileged to this organization, Cognize Nutrition, for their guidance, and also Shomendu sir for referring me to a renowned hospital called Park Clinic, from where currently I am pursuing my internship under the guidance of a very renowned RD dietitian, Mrs. Kalpana. So I am also very much thankful to my fellow participants for their cooperation. So today I am going to discuss about the pathophysiology, diagnostic tests, and treatment of rheumatoid arthritis. So what is the pathophysiology of a disease? Pathophysiology seeks to explain the mechanism of the progression of that particular disease in a particular individual. So what is the pathophysiology in case of rheumatoid arthritis? Let's see. Next slide, please. So the pathophysiology in rheumatoid arthritis. We all know that translation is the basic process of protein production by addition of amino acids. So via translation, this arginine residue is produced. From arginine residue via post-translational modification. Citrulline residue is produced via the enzyme called peptidyl arginine deaminase. So this citrulline protein, our body's immune system can't detect. So they take it as a foreign substances and produce some anti-citrulline peptide antibody. This is a T cell mediated reaction. So this antibody complex is accumulated in the synovial membrane. So what is synovial membrane? Synovial membrane is a connective tissue that is surrounded in our bone joints. So that antibody complex is accumulated there, and the inflammations occur. As inflammation is nothing but the end product of antigen and antibody reaction. So that's how the inflammations occur. So before going to the next cell, let me revise that what is T cell mediated immunity and what is B cell mediated immunity.
It is better you ask this question to the audience. What is T cell and what is B cell mediated immunity? I think people know this, right, Srija?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, please take the questions from the audience. If anybody cannot answer, the people from the moderator also can answer. Organized nutrition team can also answer. So students, what is T cell and what is... It would be very good if you interact. So anyone from the batch 1, anyone can answer also. You continue. People are on mute, so you please discuss.
Sir, T cells is the thymus cells and B cells is the bone marrow cells.
Good. Jayashree, from which institute you belong from?
Sir, I am the student of Kingston College of Science.
Thank you, Jayashree. Okay. Vidya, you can continue and clear the doubt.
Okay, so may I continue?
Yes.
In T cell mediated immunity, what happens when an antigen invades in our body, then the presenting T cells of our body start increasing. More and more T cells are producing. Then those T cells are bind with that antigen and produces some enzymes or via phagocytosis that finish that antigen. Well, the antigen that body takes as a foreign body. That is a T cell mediated immunity, and in case of B cell mediated immunity, such a B cells produces the plasma, and plasma produces some antibody. Then that particular antibody is connected form a complex with that antigen, and there is the antigen antibody complex, and by this process B cells finish this antigen. Both B cells and T cells are stored as a memory cell. When further that particular antigen is invading our body or attacking our body, they are stored as a memory cell, and further they can act on that particular antigen. That's how our immunity system works. So next slide, please. As I told that citrulline anti-peptide citrulline antibody is anti-cell mediated reaction. Let's see. So below this cell is a mast cell. Okay, below that's as color cell, that is a mast cell. Okay, so mast cell is a part of our immunity system and neuroimmunity system. Variety of cytokines are produced by this mast cell, and these cytokines are highly pro-inflammatory factor. What is high pro-inflammatory factor? pro-inflammatory factor that accelerate the inflammation. That is called pro-inflammatory factor. Here, interleukin-1, interleukin-6, and tumor necrosis factor (TNF) that all are cytokines and very much pro-inflammatory factor, very much aggressive. So, interleukin-1, firstly, interleukin-1 binds with the interleukin-1 receptor and release some inflammatory cells at the site of inflammation, and produces some enzyme like PGE2 enzyme, and this PGE2 enzyme is responsible for the production of prostaglandin. It is the enzyme of that prostaglandin synthesis pathway, and prostaglandin is a thing that is responsible for inflammation. So interleukin-1 increases that particular enzyme PGE2 that increases the prostaglandin, and that's how inflammation is increased. Also, interleukin-1 that increases the metalloprotease. Metalloprotease that destruct the bone cartilage, and that's how the bone destruction occurs. Next is interleukin-C. Interleukin-C and CRP level is directly associated. When interleukin-C in our body is increased, there is an automatic rise of CRP. So this interleukin-6 stimulating the T lymphocyte into the T helper cell. Now, these T helper cells produce interleukin-17. Interleukin-17 is more aggressively pro-inflammatory than this interleukin-6 and interleukin-1. It causes more and more inflammation. So that produce interleukin-17 that is causes inflammation, and this interleukin-17 factor also increases the monocytes and neutrophils. So these things tries to finish that antigen, and there is inflammation or tissue damage occurs. And how this tumor necrosis factor works? Tumor necrosis factor increases both interleukin-1 and interleukin-6. So both of these mechanisms are happen again. Also, it increases the osteoclast. Can anyone say what is osteoclast? Anyone?
Yes, bone cells are called osteoclast.
Anyone?
It's a type of bone cell that breaks down bone tissue.
Yeah, perfectly correct. It is
Thank
a
you.
type
Thank
of
you.
bone cell.
Right?
Cell. Yes, sir.
Payal, what you are asking?
Osteoclast is a bone destruction cell which is present in bones.
Okay, yes. Thank you so much for clearing.
Oh, thank you for your answer. So, yeah, osteoclast is the bone destruction. It is from the bone cell to bone tissue. So, breakdown from the bone cell to bone tissue, and that's how it also maintains the calcium level in our blood level also. So when this TNF factor is increased, also this osteoclast is very much increased. That is caused a bone destruction. Okay, and that's how these three factors work. Also, interleukin, also TNF factors, also adhesion molecules that is also cause the inflammation that is also increased by TNF factor. So that's how the immune response happens in case of rheumatoid arthritis. Next slide, please. Next slide, sir. Next slide is the diagnostic test for rheumatoid arthritis. There are two types of tests. One is a blood test, blood markers, and another one is imaging test. In the first RF test, RF is rheumatoid factor that is a particular protein produced in rheumatoid arthritis that is tested to detection rheumatoid arthritis. So if the patient do not have any kind of inflammation, pains or joint swelling, anything, so then also some little amount of rheumatoid factor can be present. So what is the concerning rheumatoid factors amount? That is, when the rheumatoid factors is more than 14 IU per ml, then it is noticeable for detecting rheumatoid arthritis. So next is ANA test, that is anti-nuclear antibody, that is also came positive when an autoimmune disease occurs in the body. And next is CRP test. We all know the CRP is a C-reactive protein and it is produced by the liver. So CRP is high when any of the inflammations occur in our body, like fever, like heart disease. In every case the CRP will be high. So how we will know that this CRP is high because of the rheumatoid arthritis? So CRP is going to be more than 10 mg per liter when there is any inflammation in joints. Okay. So that's how CRP is used. Next is ESR. ESR has directly correlated with inflammation. Like if inflammation increase, ESR, like erythrocyte sedimentation rate, is increased. That is directly correlated. Okay. So when inflammation is increased, there is a particular protein that sticks the red blood cells together. ESR is erythrocytes, that is red blood cells, sedimentation rate, coagulating time. So when inflammation increase, that particular protein increase, that coagulating all the erythrocytes together. That's why the ESR rate is increasing. Okay. So anti-CCP, that is anti-cyclic citrulline protein. As I told previously, there is anti-citrulline peptidal antibody is produced. To detect that, anti-CCP test is performed. Next is HLA test, that is human leukocyte antigen. So human leukocyte HLA test is done when there is any organ replacement or any kidney replacement. So it should be matched with the donor with the recipient. So for this, generally HLA test is done. In case of rheumatoid arthritis, B27 HLA group is tested to check is any antibodies produced or not. Next is Lyme serology. So as my previous participant told, that one of the cause of the rheumatoid arthritis could be due to bacteria. So if the rheumatoid is progressing due to bacteria, then the Lyme serology is performed. When body is fighting against a particular bacteria, these bacteria are mostly spiral shaped bacteria. So spiral shaped bacteria are responsible for rheumatoid arthritis. So detecting these antibodies, Lyme serology is performed. Next is X-ray of the joint, as there is bone destruction occurred. So X-ray of the joint can be checked. Also MRI. MRI is also done because MRI can detect the soft tissues also. Not only the bones, not only the joint, also soft tissues like bone marrow or synovial membrane, as it is affecting the synovial membrane. Through MRI, we can detect how much synovial membrane is affected, or what is the degree of the inflammation, that we can check via MRI. Next slide.
So very important for us to know is that before going to any dietary management, any assessment, the diagnostic criteria or the tests are very much important for us. So Srija has nicely explained about all the tests which are generally performed. to detect the rheumatoid arthritis. So we will penetrate into the important part of dietary management and role of spices after Srija's presentation. So now Srija will be discussing about the medication.
Okay. So what are the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis? We can treat the rheumatoid arthritis in four medications: MNT, physiotherapy, and surgery. So I am going to discuss about the medication mainly, and MNT will be discussed by our next film. And what about the physiotherapy and surgery? Physiotherapy is done mainly to improve the muscle strength in rheumatoid arthritis. Joint gets stiff in arthritis as there are joint swelling. So through physiotherapy, joint mobility is maintained. Okay, and also the joint stability is also maintained through physiotherapy. So physiotherapy is not our concern, so I just touched this. And next is surgery. Surgery is not very common in rheumatoid arthritis, but it is very much common in osteoarthritis. Surgery is done when a bone or a joint is too much distracted and needs replacement, like knee replacement. Or there is another surgery performed in rheumatoid arthritis, that is synovectomy. That is the removal of the synovium and the surroundings. Due to inflammation, there is a destruction, and by surgery, all these things are removed. Okay, to get relief the patient. That's all. So next slide, please. That is medication. So here are the medications used in rheumatoid arthritis. So there are three groups of medicine: NSAID, steroids, and DMARD. Anyone please convey the full form of the NSAID? NSAID full form.
Non-steroidal
non-steroidal
anti-inflammatory
anti-inflammatory drugs.
Very good. So non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. How it works? There are two enzymes, COX-1 and COX-2. These two enzymes again involved in the synthesis of prostaglandin. Previously, I have said that prostaglandin is an inflammatory factor. When the prostaglandin is increasing, inflammation is automatically increased. So NSAID blocks these two enzymes, COX-1 and COX-2, and through this, prostaglandin can't be produced enough, and inflammation is suppressed. That's how NSAIDs works, and here are some names of NSAIDs that are used in rheumatoid arthritis. Next, steroids medicine. It inhibits the production of arachidonic metabolites, arachidonic acid metabolites. Arachidonic acid metabolism again goes to the prostaglandin synthesis pathway. It takes place. Okay, so it blocks that arachidonic acid metabolites, and certain cytokines like interleukin-1, interleukin-6, this also inhibits these cytokines, and by this way steroid medicines act. Here are some names of steroidal hormone. Next, DMARDs, that is disease management anti-arthritic anti-rheumatoid drugs. This is nothing, just suppression of some immunoreaction like T cells mediated reaction and T cell mediated reaction. These medicines just suppress those reactions so that inflammation doesn't occur, and there is not any adverse form of this disease. So this is it. Next part is MNT, medical nutrition therapy, is going to be discussed by our next participant, Debanjali Ghorai. So over to you, Debanjali. Thank you.
Before going to Debanjali, there are a few ideas of the drug. So steroid is the last stage, and steroid is not given unless and until you have
ইনফ্লামেশন। যদি ইনফ্লামেশন না হচ্ছে তখন স্টেরয়েড দেওয়া হচ্ছে না। Then the dose of steroid, it should be gradually start. For example, it should be start with 2.5, then 5, then 7.5, 10 mg, and then again gradually reduced when the symptoms subside. And this medicine, how many of you have heard during COVID-19? Hydrochloroquine or HCQS? কতজন শুনেছে এই ওষুধটার নাম? যখন আমাদের কোভিড স্টার্ট হয় এই ওষুধটার নাম শোনোনি? যে ওষুধটা বাইরে চলে যাচ্ছে সবাই জানে, but actually that medicine is not for COVID-19. Okay, so but initially this medicine has been given as a trial, COVID-19. This medicine is given as a trial to treat COVID-19, but what it does, it reduces your immunity. Autoimmune means কি? তোমার বডির ইমিউনিটি বাড়িয়ে দিয়ে বডির ইমিউনিটিটাই তোমার এনিমি হয়ে যাচ্ছে। Your body immunity is your enemy. That means you have kept a security guard at your home. কেউ বলতে পারবে বাড়িতে সিকিউরিটি গার্ড রাখার কারণ কি? Why we kept security guard at home?
To protect our home. Yes, to protect our house.
But if your security guard, instead of protecting your home, comes and beat you, তোমাকে মারধর করতে শুরু করছে, so what happened? So autoimmune is like that. তোমার own security, তোমার own immunity becomes your enemy. So that's why this medicine is given. So in this disease, immunosuppressive drugs are used. Immunosuppressive drugs are used in also IBD, inflammatory bowel disease. So if these immunosuppressive drugs are used, that means তোমার কিন্তু immunity কমে যাচ্ছে. That time you are also susceptible to many disease. ধরনের ডিজিজের ভ্যাকসিন তোমাকে কিন্তু নিয়ে তোমাকে প্রোটেক্ট করতে হবে, বিকজ অটো ইমিউন ডিজিজের মেডিসিন গুলো কিন্তু সারা জীবন নিতে হয়। ইট শুড বি টেকেন থ্রু আউট দ্য লাইফ। অ্যান্ড পিপল সামটাইম কনফিউজড লাইক ডায়াবেটিস, আমার ডায়াবেটিস ভালো হয়ে গেছে। সামটাইমস পিপল সে আমার প্রেশার ভালো হয়ে গেছে। ইট ইজ নেভার কিউরড। ইন দ্য subsides, that time what do the patient do? Patient stop taking the medications. So if they stop taking the medication, then again the symptoms will rise and abar prothom theke dose shuru korte hobe. Again from the beginning the medication dose will start. So as a educator or as a nutritionist, physiotherapy and medicine is not our part, but we should educate our patient about the medicine, that without doctor's permission do not stop the medicine, and if possible do some exercise, take the help of physiotherapist. He is a master in that, so he can help you and give you some exercise which will help you for the joint movements. Yes, who is asking the question?
Sir, Priyanka.
Yeah, Priyanka.
স্যার অ্যাকচুয়ালি কোয়েশ্চেনটা হলো যে এই কারণেই কি স্যার মানুষ আজকাল এত ভয় পেতে শুরু করেছে? মানে আমার সাথে যতজনেরই কথা হয়েছে সবাই বলছে কি তাদের হার্ট এত বেশি ভয়ে মানে কাজ করছে যেন মানে হার্ট ফেলিয়ার এখনই হয়ে যাবে। ইভেন আমি চোখের সামনেই 22-23 বছরের মানে বেশ অনেকগুলো দেখেছি যে 22-23 বছরের ছেলে মেয়েগুলো জাস্ট হার্ট অ্যাটাকে মারা গেছে। মানে কোথাও কি এই ফ্যাক্টরটা?
That is a different problem. Because of this lifestyle, the cardiac problem like autoimmune rheumatoid is more prone to female, the cardiac problems or the cardiac arrest is more prone to the male patients who are in the age group of 20 to 35. A young age kintu heart failure chance thake because of the lifestyle, alcohol, smoking, irregular diet, stress plays a very important role. So Priyanka, you have connected one point that is a very important thing, the stress in this disease, even in the rheumatoid arthritis, the patients are always in the irritated mood swing is always there. So this is also because of that. So sometimes the doctors also prescribe some medicines for sound sleep, or anxiety medicines, or to antidepressant medicines are also being prescribed to this rheumatoid arthritis patient for the sound sleep, because sleep's also hampered in this. So if we continue the discussion will be so long. So very interesting topic, that is the dietary management will be
Thank you, sir.
By Now Devanjali will discuss, or now Sanya will discuss. I think this portion will be discussed by Sanya part, right?
But no, sir. Please.
Okay. Whoever will discuss, please continue.
Please put the MNT slide, sir. Devanjali is going to discuss the MNT.
MNT
but
slide is in the last part.
should we do
Now,
the MNT first, or should we do?
Okay,
sir.
discussed by Sanya.
Sanya, please discuss your part. Then we will go to the MNT, because your slide is in the first. Then we will go to the MNT. Okay, Sanya, introduce yourself.
Okay, sir. Sir, am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible. Thank you, Sanya.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Devanjali. Your part is too much interesting. Hello. Good evening, everyone. I am Sanya Pal from Dankuni. I'm completed MSc from Sharodama Girls College and completed internship from ILS Hospital. I'm also a certified diabetes educator and having job experience from corporate company. Thanks to give me opportunity to Cognize Nutrition to present this topic, and special thanks to Somendu sir and Ananda ma'am for giving us day-to-day support. And very important thing is that you will get many nutrition courses, but these courses helps us to learn about self-development and grooming, professionalism, and job interview and assistance for job interview and internship. So I find Somendu sir as our role model, thanks to giving this kind of platform. And I wanted to thanks to my moderator and my team members to help me. Now I am starting my topic. I will discuss about role of spices in rheumatoid arthritis. As we all know about rheumatoid arthritis is a systemic autoimmune disease characterized by joint involvement with progressive cartilage and bone destruction. It is already told by Shilpa. Do you know any spices which have functional properties?
कौन सा spices
Please unmute and say.
Please unmute and say कौन सा spices है जिसका body में functional property है that helps in some disease prevention or protection or cure?
Turmeric, sir.
Okay.
Turmeric, black pepper.
Garlic, turmeric,
Garlic, black
tulsi.
pepper.
Not cognized students, the other students who are from the
Turmeric, cinnamon.
Yes, very good. What is the
Cinnamon,
role
black
of
pepper,
cinnamon? Can anyone
garlic.
say cinnamon में की role है?
May I say something?
Yes, please. Your name, your college name, and then you say.
Sir, I'm Shushmita Chattopadhyay saying.
Oh, madam, most welcome. Yes, ma'am, please.
There are certain spices like methi, black pepper, garlic, ginger. These are considered as a sort of functional effect on us, but most of the time we find that we have some synergetic effect, because as like if I give turmeric, then we need to add pepper to have the synergetic effect. So in this way we can have the we can make them most effective for the inflammation part also. Thank you.
Yes, just my converting madam's thing, that is, madam wants to say that is the synergistic effect, means one spices with the other spices, if it is mixed, the absorption is good, absorption টা ভালো হয় এবং সেটার এফেক্টটা বেশি ভালো হয়। তো সেটা এখানে সাইয়া ডিসকাস করবে। Yesterday, Didi, we have a very good discussion on the seed cycling, and today Sanya will be talking on this effect of spices and anti-inflammation. Okay, Sanya, continue. And also, Didi, please stay with us for 10 minutes before we end with the dietary management, so that you can also share your experience. Okay, Sanya, continue.
It's no secret that rheumatoid arthritis involves inflammation, so adding anti-inflammatory herbs and spices in your daily diet is a good idea. Now, at first, we will discuss about garlic. Garlic sliced and minced or chopped, fresh garlic can liven up any dish and help ease rheumatoid arthritis pain. Like leeks and onions, garlic contains diallyl disulfide, an anti-inflammatory compound that decreases the effect of pro-inflammatory cytokines. An experimental study published in 2018 in the Journal of Environmental Pathology, Toxicology and Oncology found that the administration of garlic had anti-arthritic activity, preventing cartilage destructions and reducing inflammation. Any doubt? Have
No,
any
you
questions?
continue.
Please
You
unmute and ask
continue.
me.
You continue. We'll take the question at the end.
Okay. Okay, then next spices we'll discuss about turmeric. And please next slide.
Yes, continue.
Turmeric. Yes. Do you know which ingredients is present in turmeric? Anyone?
Curcumin.
Curcumin. Yes. A golden spice that long been used to
Except
lend
the
color.
cognized student answer. First, let the other student answer. Then the cognized nutrition student please answer. Okay. Thank you. Curcumin is the ingredient, potential ingredient present in turmeric. Okay, Sanya, continue.
A golden spice that long been used to lend color and flavor to food. It's also have been used to Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine to treat a variety of musculoskeletal disorders. It mainly blocks inflammatory cytokines. Then we will discuss about ginger. Ginger used in Asian medicines and cuisines for countries. Ginger has abilities to suppress inflammatory molecules called leukotrienes and the synthesis of prostaglandins, which are hormones like substances that cause pain and inflammations according to research published in 2014, the journal Arthritis. Have you any confusion and any doubt?
But over here, I would like to ask that how much, what should be the appropriate amount should be used to bring down the inflammations? Do you have any kind of documentation about that? What would be the recommendation of cinnamon, and what would be the recommendation of ginger? What would be the recommendation of turmeric?
ম্যাম টারমারিক অ্যান্ড আপনি আগেও বললেন টারমারিকের সাথে ব্ল্যাক পেপার মিশিয়ে খেলে তার একটা অ্যান্টি অ্যাবজর্পশনসও ভালো হয় আর অ্যান্টি ইনফ্ল্যামেটরি এফেক্টস যেটা আছে সেটা এনহ্যান্স হয়। তো আপনার টারমারিকটা আমরা 2 গ্রাম এরকম নিতে পারি, আর তার সাথে আপনার 1 টেবিল স্পুন ব্ল্যাক পেপার এইভাবে মিশিয়ে খেলে আমরা অ্যান্টি ইনফ্ল্যামেটরি এফেক্ট যেটা সেটা এনহ্যান্স করতে পারবো। আমি কি ঠিক বলছি স্যার?
500 to 2000 mg of turmeric if we take. So curcumin we will get 60 to 100 mg. So can you imagine that how much turmeric you have to take? So this is a difficulty even in fenugreek to reduce the diabetic patient. So along with spices you have to take the medications also. Only spices দিয়ে তুমি কিন্তু পুরো ট্রিট করতে পারবে না, but it will give a good effect. What madam is asking Shushmita ma'am, that Sanya, that is amount আমি কত বললাম? আমি amount বললাম 500 to 2000 mg of turmeric এ 60 থেকে 100 mg of curcumin আসছে. That is recommended per day to reduce the inflammation. So for instance in average Indian diet it almost provides, মানে আমাদের যা হলুদের ব্যবহার হয় আমরা মোটামুটি ওরকম নিয়ে থাকি যদি আমরা একটু বেশি নিই হলুদ। ওকে, বাট the black pepper we do not use along with turmeric. Sometimes we use গুড়, জাগাডি, sometimes we use honey, sometimes sugar যদি কাঁচা হলুদ খাচ্ছি। টারমারিকের সাথে কখনোই ব্ল্যাক পেপার ইউজ হয় না। ওকে,
আমার মনে হয় টারমারিকটা ধরে নাও 1 ইঞ্চ মতন টারমারিক তার সাথে 5-6টা ব্ল্যাক পেপার, 1 চামচ কখনোই নয়, 1 চামচ ব্ল্যাক পেপার তো অনেকটা পেশেন্টের তো
অনেক
প্রচন্ড
হয়ে যাবে।
অ্যাসিডিটি হয়ে যাবে। 5 to 6
না ও হয়তো পাউডারটা বলছে, ওটা কি গুঁড়ো
হোল
করে পাউডার
ব্ল্যাক পেপার অ্যান্ড দেন তার সাথে ওই টার্মারিক অ্যান্ড ব্ল্যাক পেপার করলে একটা সিনার্জেটিক এফেক্ট হয়।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, আমি এখনই ডিসকাস করব সিনামন নিয়ে। তো ওখানেও আমি পেয়েছিলাম রিসার্চ স্টাডিতে লেখা আছে 500 মিলিগ্রাম করে পাউডার যদি ডেলি 8 উইকস একটা ওমেন খেয়েছিল, তো তার এফেক্ট পেয়েছে সে 500 মিলিগ্রাম ফর সিনামন
পার ডে। ওকে 500 মিলিগ্রাম।
ইয়েস, আমি সিনামনটা যখন ডিসকাস করব আমি তখন স্যার বলছি।
আমরা বলবো, কন্টিনিউ।
Okay. Cinnamon, a delicious spice, has powerful antioxidant properties that help inhibit cell damage and free radicals. It also helps reduce blood sugar and cholesterol levels. A study published in May 2018 in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition found that when women with rheumatoid arthritis consumed 4 capsules of 500 milligram of cinnamon powder daily for 8 weeks, they had a significant decrease in blood levels of CRP. Anyone knows full form of CRP?
C-reactive protein.
Yes. Is a marker of inflammation as well as reduced disease activity, including tender and swollen joints. And we can use cinnamon in oatmeal, soup, stew, dessert. Okay. Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Sanya, you are audible.
And ওকে, অ্যান্ড আমি ব্ল্যাক পেপার নিয়ে কিছু বলতে চাই, যদিও এটা আপনার স্লাইডে নেই। ব্ল্যাক পেপার contains piperine. Research has found that black pepper has antioxidant and antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory and gastroprotective effects. Protective effects. A study published in September 2018 in the European Journal of Pharmacology suggested that the administration of piperinic acid has anti-inflammatory effects and inhibiting and swelling and the production of cytokines in animals also relieved inflammation, pain, and other symptoms. And next participant is Devanjali, and she will discuss about MNT of rheumatoid arthritis. Over to you, Devanjali.
Hello, ma'am. I have a question.
Name?
Yes,
Your
please.
name?
Shreyasi Kole, Midnapur City College.
Okay.
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, বলছি যে এখানে মনে করলেন যে একটা পেশেন্টের এই আরএ ডিজিজটা হয়েছে, আর তাকে প্রপার মেডিকেশনও দেওয়া হচ্ছে, তার সাথেই ডায়েটারি ম্যানেজমেন্টও দেওয়া হচ্ছে। এখানে কি মানে কনসিডারের কোনো ব্যাপার আছে যে মেডিকেশন যেহেতু দেওয়া হচ্ছে ওখানে ইনফ্ল্যামেটরি অ্যান্টি ইনফ্ল্যামেটরি ড্রাগ দেওয়া হচ্ছে, প্লাস আবার যদি ডায়েটারি ম্যানেজমেন্টের থ্রু আমরা যদি অ্যান্টি ইনফ্ল্যামেটরি যে সমস্ত ফুড আছে সেসবগুলোও দিচ্ছি, তাহলে এখানে কি কোনো কনসিডারেশনের ব্যাপার আছে?
না না, কোনো কনফ্লিক্ট, এরিয়া অফ কনফ্লিক্ট এখানে নেই। অবশ্যই মেডিসিনের সাথে ডায়েট মেনটেন করতে হবে। ডক্টরস অলসো টেল ইউ that along with you have to maintain diet. If you are very reluctant about your diet and whatever you are willing, you are taking junk food, etc., so that will increase your inflammation and the dose of medicine will increase. Suppose তুমি কম ডোজে স্টেরয়েড নিচ্ছ, তারপরে তোমাকে হাই ডোজ স্টেরয়েড ইনজেকশন নিতে হবে। So diet is always a very good effect. If Shushmita ma'am is there, Gargi ma'am is there, they will agree also that Shushmita ma'am, when treating the GBM patient, she used to give fenugreek, she used to use vinegar for reducing the glycemic index or the postprandial response. তাহলে মেডিসিন তো ডাক্তার দিচ্ছে, ইনসুলিন দিচ্ছে, তাও কেন ডায়েটিশিয়ানরা ফেনুগ্রিক দিচ্ছে, ভিনিগার দিচ্ছে এবং ডিফারেন্ট টাইপস অফ হার্বস ইউজ করছে? কারণ তাহলে ওষুধের ডোজটা বা ইনসুলিনের ডোজটা মেবি আমরা একটু কমাতে পারবো। আমরা এটা বলবো না যে আমরা ওষুধ বন্ধ করে দেবো। So what Sanya is discussing here, Sanya is discussing very nicely about the some studies.
স্যার
Congratulations.
হ্যাঁ স্যার আমি একটা কথা বলতে
হ্যাঁ বলো।
স্যার ও যে কোশ্চেনটা করছিল আমি একটু পড়াশোনা করে দেখলাম যে লার্জ ডোজেস অফ দ্য স্পাইসেস অলসো কুড ইন্টারফেয়ার উইথ ব্লাড ক্লটিং অ্যান্ড ব্লাড থিনার মেডিকেশন। যদি কেউ ব্লাড ক্লটিং এবং ব্লাড থিনার মেডিকেশনস নেয় তাহলে তাদের ডোজটা একটু মেনটেন করা উচিত, যেটা সুস্মিতা ম্যাম বললেন যে কত কি ডোজে খাবো, তো একদম এক্সেসিভ অ্যামাউন্টে আমি খাবো না। তো ওই জিনিসটা আমাদের ডায়েটিশিয়ানের সাথে কিংবা ডক্টরের সাথে কথা বলে আমার মনে হয় নেওয়া উচিত।
হ্যাঁ, ওর আনসারটার সাথে তখন আমরা হয়তো রেকমেন্ডেড ডোজের থেকে একটু কম খাবো। ফর এক্সাম্পল একটা স্টাডিতে দেখা গেছে যে পরিমাণ ফেনুগ্রেক খেতে বলছে সেটা ওষুধ ছাড়া, তাহলে সেই পরিমাণ মেথি যদি আমি খেতে যাই তাহলে আমার ডায়রিয়া হয়ে যাবে বিকজ অফ দ্য ফাইবার। সো সেই জন্য we will reduce the dose and we can take along with our regular medication. Sushmita ma'am, are you there?
Yes. আরেকটা আছে সেটা হচ্ছে there is another very important anti-inflammatory that is
Your voice is not clear.
Anti-inflammatory, there is another, our that is basil, tulsi. That is very
Yes,
anti-inflammatory
yes, I agree.
agent. And that is very much used in rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, where there is an inflammation. We are asked our patient to have 10 to 12 basil leaves.
ইয়েস ম্যাম, আমি যখন হার্বস গুলো পড়ছিলাম তখন দেখছিলাম যে এগুলোর খুব ভালো এফেক্টস আছে। হার্বস গুলো আমাদের ইনক্লুড করা। আর ম্যাম আমি একটা জিনিস শুনেছি যে 15 দিন কি 20 দিন মতো আমরা কোনো স্পাইসেস কিংবা হার্বস যেটা নিচ্ছি সেটা কন্টিনিউ করব, এটা মানে 5-6 মাস ধরে একই জিনিস আমরা নেব না, এটা কি ঠিক?
না, এরকম কোন ধরনের আমরা দেখিনি। আমরা আমি যেমন সিনামন পলিসিস্টিক ওভারি পেশেন্টদের ভীষণ ভাবে দিই 5 গ্রাম করে সিনামন পাউডার, হাফ টিস্পুন, মানে হাফ টিস্পুন, 1 টিস্পুন মিন্স 5 গ্রাম, তো হাফ টিস্পুন করে সকালবেলা বিকেলবেলা দিই। এবং আমি এটা কন্টিনিউ করি, অফ করি না। ধরে নাও 1 বছর এরকম পেশেন্টও আছে 1 বছর ধরে সিনামন পাউডার খায়, করি। কিন্তু মেথির বেলায় যেমন কিডনি পেশেন্টদের আমরা মেথি দিই না। এগুলো যখন কিডনি পেশেন্ট, যখন ডায়াবেটিক নেফ্রোপ্যাথি পেশেন্ট দেখি তখন কিন্তু আমরা কোনো ধরনের এরকম হার্বস বা এগুলো ইউজ করি না জেনারেলি। হ্যাঁ, ইভেন কি আমরা প্রেগন্যান্সিতেও কিন্তু খুব একটা হার্বস ইউজ করি না। হ্যাঁ, প্রেগন্যান্সির সময় এগুলো আমরা
কিডনির কি পটাশিয়ামের জন্য?
হ্যাঁ, কিডনির পটাশিয়ামের জন্য আমরা মেথি পাউডার বা এগুলো ইউজ করি না। ধরো সুগার প্রচন্ড বেশি আছে কিন্তু পেশেন্টের এসিআর বেশি, কিডনি ফাংশন ডিটোরিয়েট করছে, আমরা কিন্তু তখন মেথি পাউডার ইউজ করব না।
Okay, so those who are not from Bengali
কি হরমোনাল ইমব্যালেন্সের জন্য?
Vida or anybody, do you have any doubt what ma'am is saying?
Any kind of herbal tea we should not recommend for any pregnancy. Even কি অনেক সময়
even
আমরা
if you are taking green tea also, you need to know when it should be taken, how much it should be taken. Without that, patientরা নিজে নিজে নিতে শুরু করে, they start taking on their own.
And another one is green tea. For the pregnancy তে আমরা গ্রিন টি কোনো হার্বাল টি রেকমেন্ড করি না। ইভেন কি আমরা চিয়া সিড এই সবগুলো কিন্তু আমরা প্রেগন্যান্সি কন্ট্রাইন্ডিকেটেড, আমরা দিই না।
Okay, so nice, that is a very nice point ma'am has included. Because of this knowledge and experience, when you will be knowledgeable and experienced like madam, so this is a very important thing because they are everyday practicing now. So their knowledge they are sharing with you. This is also important than study. মানে স্টাডি গুলো যেরকম ইম্পর্টেন্ট ডেটা দিচ্ছে সেরকম প্র্যাকটিসিং ডায়েটিশিয়ানদের নলেজটাও কিন্তু আমাদের কাছে একটা খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট ডেটা। সো ওকে, সো
ম্যাম আমার একটা খালি কোশ্চেন আছে, এই সিনামন
chat box also. 1 minute Camelia. So those who are already from a long time, if you are leaving in between the session, please check the chat box. So I have shared all the YouTube links which the past presentations, and also I have shared the Facebook link. So those who are new students, please share your comment about today's presentation in the Facebook link. তোমরা লিভ করার আগে ফেসবুক লিংকটা কপি করে নেবে ফ্রম দ্য চ্যাট বক্স। ওখানে তোমরা কি কি নতুন টপিক জানতে চাইছো
এবং তোমাদের কি কি কমেন্ট ওখানে তোমরা দেবে। ওকে ক্যামেলিয়া প্লিজ।
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, আমার একটা কোয়েশ্চেন, খালি ওই পিসিওডি তে আপনি যেটা বললেন যে সিনামন পাউডারটা ইউজ করছেন, তো ওটা মানে কিসের সাথে আর কি রেকমেন্ড করব?
আমরা ওটা কালকে পিসিওডি ক্লাসে আলোচনা করি, ম্যাম তো থাকবেন কালকে,
ওকে
আমরা এটাকে শেষ করে নিই। হ্যাঁ ওকে চলো।
স্যার একটা রিকোয়েস্ট আছে, কেউ যদি চ্যাট বক্সে কোশ্চেন পুট করতে চায় করতে পারে, আমি কিন্তু একজনকে অ্যানসার দিয়ে দিয়েছি chat box এ।
আমাদের সুপর্ণা ইজ আনসারিং দেয়ার. Suparna is the senior dietitian of Cognize, so she is answering there in the chat box. So those who have question, you just put your question in the chat box.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Okay, Sanya, continue. Then we have Dutishmita. We have to end it. It is already, we are running out of time. Okay. So Dutishmita,
No,
please.
sir, Dutishmita, Saya, you are mute.
Sorry, not Dutishmita, Devanjali. Yes.
Saya, you are mute.
I think Saya got
Saya,
disconnected.
you are mute.
Oh, Saya, you are mute. Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
Next participant is Devanjali, and she will discuss about MNT of RA. Over to you, Devanjali.
Okay. Thank you, Sanya. I would like to thank Cognize Nutrition. I'm Devanjali Ghurai, have completed my MSc from JNM Medical College, Kolani. After that, I have practiced in a 100-bedded hospital in Howrah, and after joining Cognize Group, Shomendu sir and Anuna ma'am helped me and helped me to increase my communication skill, by which I can join Neotia, a 250-bedded hospital in Shiliguri. So thank you sir, thank you ma'am, and thank you Cognize for this classes, for this opportunity that we can get knowledges. So now I came to my slides. It's MNT of rheumatoid arthritis. So the treatments of rheumatoid arthritis are medication, physiotherapy, and surgery, and also MNT, medical nutrition therapy. My slides are based on medical nutrition therapy. So this autoimmune arthritis will not be cured totally by its action, can be reduced by the medical nutrition therapy. Next slide, sir. Here foods to be included and avoided. I have mentioned the included foods, that fish and like salmon, tuna, fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, beans, and spices and condiments, which already have told by Saya, and flavonoids, etc. And excluded foods, those which we have to exclude from diet, that's our red meat, high fat and dairy and cheese, salt and salty products, corn, soybeans and sunflower, sugar, refined carbohydrates, sweetener beverages like cold drinks, soft drinks, that's our, and processed foods, canned foods, and gluten-rich foods, like wheat products and rye, etc., and barley, oats, and next is alcohol and cold frozen food items like ice cream, cold drinks, etc. Okay, so patients are encouraged to follow a healthy balanced diet that foster a healthy weight. It is important to avoid elimination of diets and fat nutritional practices. So next slide. Here the dietary guidelines are visible. Eat variety of foods. The patient should eat the variety of foods and choose a low fat, low sodium, low saturated fats, cholesterol, and low sugar diet. Balance the food you eat with physical activity, maintain or improve your diet. Take more leafy veggies, fruits, low-fat milk products like chena, toned curd, mainly homemade toned curd are advisable. Okay. Flavonoids like berries, grapes, broccoli, green tea, dark chocolate should be helpful in arthritis. Omega-3 fatty acids rich foods like sea fish, walnut, almond, flax seeds, chia seeds, these are also very much beneficial in rheumatoid arthritis. Too much cold food, frozen products, ice cream, soft drinks, etc. should be avoided. And next slide, sir. Gluten, omega-6 fatty acids, rich foods like safflower, corn oil, sunflower oils should be avoided from the diet. And red meat, deep fried foods, any outside foods, refined carbs, sugar, hydrogenated oils, restrict from your diet. Avoid alcohol consumption and smoking, and introduce high fiber foods in daily routines. A more healthy diet rich in fibers may lead to a more healthy gut microbiota, less active immune system and inflammatory reactions in the gut, and finally leading to less inflammation systematically. Proper regular exercise is important, very much important for maintaining the joint mobility and strengthening the muscles around the joints. Okay, and the next slide shows that a sample diet chart of rheumatoid arthritis patient. So early morning I offer that ginger tea or green tea. Green tea contains flavonoids, and ginger tea, that's Saya already told that it has anti-inflammatory effect in ginger, and so it's ginger tea. Then it's oats porridge with veg, chena. Though gluten is avoided, but some of gluten we can be added because the patients are generally obese in osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. So we can give them a high fiber diet. Okay, and boil egg white or chena from double toned milk. Okay, then mid morning fruits, whole fruits should be suggested anytime. Fruit juices can be should be avoided, and whole fruit should be suggested. In lunch, normally rice, dal, veggies, plenty vegetables, leafy vegetables should be included. Fish, chicken, homemade curd, and plenty of green salad should be included in the diet. In evening tea, green tea or some puffed rice or khoi, we should be advised. And in evening snacks, veg soup or chicken soup, homemade basically, so we can give them. And in dinner, we can give khichdi with veg or chicken stew, chena, paneer, it's alternative with. And then bedtime, we would give milk or turmeric. Turmeric will help to reduce the inflammations. So I have prepared this chart for a rheumatoid arthritis patients, and thank you. Is there any questions from
now? We are
anyone?
open for questions. Now we are open for questions. 1 or 2 minutes. Already chat box Suparna is continuously giving the answers. So thank you, Suparna. And any questions on the dietary management? Karo kono question ache on the dietary management? Please answer. Unmute and answer.
Pooja Pal.
বলো।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, আর্লি মর্নিং এ কি গ্রিন টিটা দেবো? মানে খালি পেটে কন্টিনিউ গ্রিন টি খেলে কিডনির প্রবলেম হতে পারে তো
স্যার প্রিয়া, একটা গ্রিন টির ব্যাপারে একটা পয়েন্ট অ্যাড করতে চাই, মানে যেটা আমি জানি না আমি পুরোটা কারেক্ট কিনা, আমি কি অ্যাড করব?
বলো। নিশ্চয়ই ওপেন, প্লিজ।
হিমোগ্লোবিন লেভেলটা একটু চেক করে নেওয়া, কারণ লো হিমোগ্লোবিন লেভেলে হ্যাঁ এটা একটু মানে আমরা জেনারেলি এটা মানে আস্ক করি না পেশেন্টকে, মানে অনেককেই দেখেছি আমি গ্রিন টি স্টার্ট করে। আমি অনেক ডাইটিশিয়ানদেরও দেখেছি যে এমনি মানে বললো মানে লুজ করার জন্য, ওয়েট লুজ করার জন্য কি
Yes,
আদার কিছু
if too
প্রবলেমের
much
জন্য।
is drinking, he
I
or she
want
is
to
if
add
Let
too
Priya
much
something.
he
first
or she is
complete.
drinking.
Priya, Camellia, let Priya first complete.
Okay.
তো
Priya,
স্যার
complete it, please.
হিমোগ্লোবিন লেভেলটা যদি ভীষণ লো থাকে তাদের গ্রিন টি নেওয়াটা ঠিক নয়। তো আমার মনে হয় একবার হিমোগ্লোবিন লেভেলটা যদি 10-11 ওপরে থাকে দেন হিমোগ্লোবিন। হ্যালো।
Okay,
Yes, I
but
agree with
actually,
Priya about the answer she has given, and what Sanya was asking me that should I just 1 minute, just 1 minute. So Sanya was asking me that can we take green tea, especially for we consult mostly the diabetic patients, and it is advisable not to take the green tea early in the morning in the empty stomach, especially those who are diabetic with CKD patients, because it is said that it is a load on the kidney. So green tea preferably for the weight loss and all these, or green coffee, it is preferably to take after lunch or dinner, heavy lunch or dinner within 30 or 40 minutes of the heavy lunch or dinner. So this is the things that there are a lot of controversies, but this is the things which I came to know from some studies. So that's I have shared, and thanks to Priya. Now coming to Camellia, Camellia wants to add the same point on the green tea.
okay.
Yes, if he or she is taking too much of green tea, then hemoglobin decrease is the main point.
Okay. Okay. So
স্যার একটা
yes.
কোয়েশ্চেন আছে
So
করব।
we do not take the green tea in too much of amount. 1 or 2 cup of green tea, that is
Yes, yes,
200 to
surely.
300 ml of green tea is not detrimental. That is 1 or 2 tea bag. 2 green
Yes.
tea bag is not detrimental, so you can take it. Yes, Priyanka Ghosh.
স্যার অ্যাকচুয়ালি কাঁচা হলুদ সকালবেলায় যদি কোনো পেশেন্ট খায় এবং তার সাথে যদি ব্ল্যাক পেপার খেতে না চায়, কারণ ওটা একটু ঝাল ঝাল এফেক্ট দেয়, তো
খেতে
পরে
না
যদি
চায় ফল
চায়,
পাবে না, ফল পাবে না,
তো
খাবে না, পরে চায়
কিছুক্ষণ
খাবে না।
পর যদি চায়ের সাথে খায় তাহলে কি ফলটা পাওয়া যাবে?
কিছুক্ষণ পরে খেলেও হবে, কিন্তু দেখো কোনো যদি ডাক্তার বলে যে আপনাকে এই ওষুধটা খেতে হবে, আর পেশেন্ট যদি বলে না এই ওষুধটা খুব তেতো, খাবো না, আমি একটু চিনি মিশিয়ে খাবো, তুমি ডাক্তার কি অ্যালাউ করবে? তো ইউ আর এ ডায়েটিশিয়ান, হোয়াট ইজ রেকমেন্ডেড উই হ্যাভ টু ফলো আওয়ার রেকমেন্ডেশন। উই ক্যানট সে দ্যাট তুমি নিজে এটা পছন্দ করো না বলে তুমি আগে বললে এই কথাটা, তোমার মনে হচ্ছে যে ইউ ডু নট লাইক টু টেক দিস।
হ্যাঁ স্যার অ্যাকচুয়ালি তাই। থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার,
অ্যাকচুয়ালি তাই,
থ্যাংক ইউ
সেটা
স্যার।
উই নো দ্য সাইকোলজি
in
অফ দ্য
case
পেশেন্ট।
and
Sir,
in case
Sir,
যদি
what about
দরকারের
milk?
জন্য খাওয়া হয়, then we have to counsel the patient to take and convince the patient.
Yes,
Take
that
this.
is the part of the counseling that is important. Supana was highlighted that tumra when you will be a practicing dietitians, the main important skill you have to develop, that is the skill of counseling. So any question on the dietary part with Dutishmita can add some point. Sorry, Debanjali can add some point.
Sir,
স্যার স্যার একটা কথা ছিল স্যার, বলছি যে ওটা কি খালি পেটে খাওয়া যায় না, মানে অ্যাকচুয়ালি দ্যাটস কন্টেন্ট ফ্ল্যাভোনয়েডস, সো আই অ্যাড
Which one?
গ্রিন টি।
No, that is I am telling about some diabetic CKD patients. And for a long term, like 5 years or 6 years, they are taking. Sushmita ma'am, are you there to add some point in this green tea? No, not always that you cannot never ever take in the empty stomach, but I am mostly telling of the diabetic CKD patient. But
In case of green tea, that may lead, if it is taken in empty stomach, research has showed that it may lead to kidney stone formation.
yes, it may
So
lead to
it is
kidney
better
stone
to
formation,
avoid.
which I have. Yes. Thank you, Suparna, for adding this point. It may lead to kidney stone formation if you are taking green tea from a long time. So you should recommend your patient sometimes to take green tea, sometimes to take some herbal tea made at home, sometimes ginger tea, sometimes tulsi tea. So you can make
In
different
case of patients, in case of patients like pregnant patient or any lactation mother, we should not prescribe any herbal tea or seed cycling therapy, because
yes, what
chemicals
ma'am has
present in that
already added. Supana,
may
you
lead
are
to,
there at
yes,
that time. Yes,
there are
Sushmita ma'am has already added. Yes.
yes, someone also asked in
স্যার
the
অনেক
chat chat box also.
স্যার অনেক সময় নজিয়া, ভমিটিং, গ্যাস, অ্যাসিডিটিও হয়, যারা হ্যাবিচুয়েটেড তাদের জন্য নয়, বাট মেনি পেশেন্ট ফার্স্ট মর্নিং এ যদি আমরা সাজেস্ট করি তাও এই প্রবলেম হয় কি নজিয়া, ভমিটিং, গ্যাস, অ্যাসিডিটি গ্রিন টি দিয়ে হয়। তো আমার মনে হয় আফটার ব্রেকফাস্ট 1 আওয়ার কি হাফ অ্যান আওয়ার পর কেউ যদি
Better.
নিতে চায় বেটার।
better. Yes, it is better. Anita Shah, what is your question?
স্যার বলছি মানে অনেকেই তো মানে গ্রিন টিটা মানে সুইটনার ছাড়া খায়, তো কেউ যদি সুইটনেসটা পছন্দ করে সেক্ষেত্রে হানি অ্যাড করলে গরম যেহেতু টিটা থাকছে সেখানে হানির কি কোনো মানে হেলথ বেনিফিট নষ্ট হচ্ছে তার মধ্যে, বা হানি দেওয়া
No,
দিয়ে
we
কি
will
হতে
not
পারে?
recommend any patient to take so hot. খুব গরমটা বেশি নিতে বলবো না, বাট যখন চাটা খাওয়ার মতো হবে, when you can take the sip, that times you can add honey, no problem.
বা
We recommend.
অ্যামাউন্টটা কতটা, হ্যাঁ অ্যামাউন্টটা
That is depending upon the cup size, the amount of green tea you are. That depends on the how much you are taking. Boishali Ghosh.
স্যার আমি
স্যার একটা কোশ্চেন চ্যাট বক্সে দেখলাম,
বৈশালীটা
বলবো?
নিয়ে নি, হ্যাঁ বৈশালীটা
হ্যাঁ
নিয়ে
স্যার।
নি।
হ্যাঁ
স্যার বলছিলাম ডায়াবেটিক পেশেন্টের ক্ষেত্রে ফেনুগ্রিক সিডটা কত অ্যামাউন্টে দেওয়া যায়, মানে যেটা মানে যাদের হাই ডায়াবেটিক পেশেন্টদের ক্ষেত্রে বা হাই
Don't
ব্লাড
just don't ask this, because already I have mentioned that when they are taking medication, the dose is different. When they are taking insulin, the dose is different, because patient on insulin, for example, luncher pore tar insulin ache ba breakfast er pore insulin ache, and if you have given some high dose, for example 3 scoop or 3 teaspoons, so patient may go in hypoglycemia. So that should be taken care of. What is the patient's current treatment protocol? And if you go to the guideline, there are many studies, many guidelines. One of the guideline I find which is done in India. So that guideline, if I can get, I will share with you. So that is telling that the amount is prescribed. If we take that amount, the patient may lead to diarrhea. So this is a controversial thing. This, as per my knowledge, but people are more knowledgeable than me, they can comment on this particular topic, those who have studied on the fenugreek. Okay.
স্যার আরেকটা কোশ্চেন আমি চ্যাট বক্সেও করেছি, সেটা কি করব?
দেবাঞ্জলি already chat box এর গুলো যদি answered হয়ে থাকে, so do not ask the question if it is already being answered by Suparna. So, and Boishali, if you are in the Cognized Nutrition group, those who are in the Cognized Nutrition WhatsApp group, so do not put any question, we will answer in the Cognized Nutrition group. Already it is late, but those who are students jara acho from Kingston College, from Ramshoday College, from City College, Mednapur City College, Dakshineshwar College, তোমাদের কেমন লেগেছে? How much you have learned? একজন দুজন আনমিউট করে বলো, if someone can unmute and say. যারা প্রথম থেকে শেষ অবধি আছো। Okay, so no interaction.
I have a question.
Yeah, Swati Agarwal, yeah.
Sir, I'm from Gokhale College. Sir, there are many people who take honey and lemon in morning, like with warm water, lukewarm water. They take honey and lemon in mornings for weight loss. So, is it like, does it really help?
Suparna, you want to take this question? Otherwise, I will. Debanjali, please take the question.
Actually, it's not for weight loss. It's a detox water drink. So not only the lemon and honey, you can add any detox water in morning.
Cinnamon also, yes.
Yes,
Ginger
cinnamon,
also.
Jeera powder.
Jeera, soak jeera also.
Yes,
Actually,
yes.
sir, detox waters tend to detoxify our body because of weight loss procedures like exercising and dietary modifications. There are fat metabolism has been enhanced. That's why more toxins are produced in our body. So if we detoxify our body well, that it will be better for us. Antioxidants.
Sir, may I answer this one?
Shinjini? Yes,
Sir?
Shinjini, please. Yes,
Sir,
Shinjini.
yeah.
Yes.
হ্যাঁ, যেটা বলছি যে সকালবেলা যদি হানি লেমন নেওয়া হয় তো এটার বেনিফিট যেটা হয়, একটা হচ্ছে ডিটক্সিফিকেশন যেটা ওরা বললো, আর আরেকটা হচ্ছে যে যেটাকে আমরা ওয়েট লস ড্রিঙ্ক বলে খাই, এটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি ওয়েট লস নয়, এখানে মেটাবলিজমটাকে বুস্ট আপ করা। আর দ্বিতীয় কথা হচ্ছে মেইন যে এফেক্টটা থাকে সেটা হচ্ছে যেহেতু লেমনের মধ্যে আমরা জানি অনেকটা পরিমাণে ভিটামিন সি আছে।
Swati may not understand Bengali. If you can tell in Hindi.
Okay.
Yeah, bolo. Bolo.
Okay. Should I continue in Bengali?
Yes. You आप हिंदी में बोलो तो बाकी लोगों को भी समझ में आएगा ना. Many people are from outside West Bengal. Yes.
Okay, sir. If we take lemon in empty stomach with warm water, then lemon or lime, whatever it is, it contains the high amount of vitamin C. And if it is going to our body in empty stomach, then the direct absorption of vitamin C occurs, which may boost our immune system. That is the main effect of main effect of lime water in morning.
That is also true, and we recommend this lukewarm water with lemon or green tea after lunch or after dinner or after heavy oily meal. So that সেটা কি করে যে ফ্যাট ফ্যাটটাকে মোবিলাইজ করে দেয়, অনেক সময় ফ্যাটটা অ্যাবজর্ব হতে দেয় না. So that is also the concept that sometimes we dietitians recommend this hot drinks after the heavy meals or oily meals.
Yes, sir. I want to add another point that some people may faces acidity or irritation after getting this lemon water. Don't put your stomach empty more than half an hour after getting this lemon water. Take food within half an hour.
That
Yeah,
is very
take food
important.
within half an hour.
Within half an hour. If you are taking also lemon and honey, but Swati, lemon and honey taking is not bad in the morning, and body has its own ability to detox. Body has its own mechanism of detoxifications. But obviously, I agree with Shinjini, I agree with Shupana about the concept, and I agree with Debanjali also. So this is the concept that people directly say that আমি weight loss করার জন্য নিচ্ছি. That is not true directly, but what Shinjini has explained nicely. Okay.
স্যার
Sir, one
যাদের
more question.
গ্যাসের প্রবলেম বা অ্যাসিডিটির প্রবলেম
না
আছে
নেব না
তারা
নেব
কি
না নেব
লেমন
না, উইল নট গো টু দিস কন্ট্রোভার্সি. অলরেডি Shinjini has answered. যাদের মুখ টক হয়ে যায়, অম্বল হচ্ছে, টক খেতে পারছে না, সো নো নিড টু ফোর্স টু টেক লেমন ওয়াটার. দেয়ার আর মেনি থিংস
যেটা অনেক
যেটা
detox
দেবাঞ্জলি
water
বলছে,
আছে, যেটা যার স্যুট করবে সে সেটা খেতে পারে, এই নয় যে আপনাকে ওই হানি লেমন ওয়াটারটাই খেতে হবে.
that is the importance of a counseling, and that is the importance of a dietitian. Dietitian should not prepare a diet chart without consulting the patients. So that's why তোমাদের এটা একটা important message আমি এন্ডে দিতে চাই যে somebody asks you for the weight loss diet chart in Facebook and Messenger, somebody in your neighbor or friend asking you to prepare a diet chart and send it to me, never do that. Diet chart is not an
Without
easy
proper
thing.
consultation, it should not be prescribed.
Without proper consultation, without taking the history, without taking the anthropometry, and without taking a long history of your bowel movement, your allergy, food intolerance, medications, there are many things. So it is an art. More than science, it is an art of counseling. Without that, do not give any sample menu diet chart. Even sometimes nutrition students also ask me in the forum that to provide some sample diet chart. So do not do that. Do not provide that. The diet chart which suits you doesn't suit the other who is sitting besides you. Even the diet chart doesn't suit the twin sisters or twin brothers. The preferences, like, dislike, everything is different. So it is a critical thing. Diet, do not make it easy. Okay, Shupana, please.
Sir, Swati Agarwal has asked some question. It is believed that neem and curry leaves also have some
Yes,
high
I've seen that question.
anti-inflammatory properties. So are these recommended for RA patients as well? And if yes, then what is the usual doses they are given? Because I also don't know about the dosage of neem or curry leaves. Like it is, curry leaves are used as like spices also in the tarka of dal and so on. But for neem leaves, it is, sir, what about the dosage?
Neem leaves, actually, Swati, it is used for the purification, digestive tract purifications. So neem has a multiple role. So neem we used in India and even abroad also. So neem has a multiple role, but even I do not have this correct idea about the dosage. Okay, so even I need to know about the dosage of the neems or curry leaves. And neems and curry have different properties, not the same, though it looks similar, but it is having, Shupana, it is having different properties. Okay.
Neem has mostly the antibacterial effects on
Neem
our
has the antibacterial. Neem with turmeric is an antibacterial. Even Shinjini, I know she is suffering from chicken pox, and she can have neem leaves. She can use for bathing water and everything. So neem and turmeric have a very good effect in this types of problems. Okay, so we will close the session, and I would like to thank each one of you, and this is the most important topic. Many participants has joined today. The maximum number of participants has joined today. I want to thank each one of you, Debanjali, Sanya, Srija, that is Shilpa, so Mona Lisa, all of you are super. Thanks to the moderator Camelia and Shupana for your without your cooperation it would have not been possible. And students will be come with the more and more topics. So tomorrow we do not have any free topics. Tomorrow there will be a master class for the paid students, that is PCOD management. But day after tomorrow and Thursday and Friday, the same times, I request all of you to join on folic acid and probiotics, and that are also very, very, very important topics. So I have shared the link in the link of the Facebook. Those who came from the Facebook link, so please share your comments, and everybody, those who are in my Facebook, please share your comments in this comment section so that we can improve ourselves. We can add more and more topics. And Debanjali is working in a corporate hospital. Mona Lisa, Srija, all are having their hospitals from this early morning to till 8 p.m. Still they manage their time, can prepare these presentations with very interesting slides. Slides are very much soothing. So it is really a good things. Shinjini, today you are present, but we would like to miss you yesterday. Yes, thank you so much, Mona Lisa. Thank you, Debanjali, Srija, Saya, and
Thank you, sir.
Shilpa.
শুনতে পেলাম না, আপনি কিছু বললেন?
বললাম আজকে প্রেজেন্ট থাকলে কথাও বললে, but we miss you in your presentation, so we can have gain many knowledge from you, so that I want
আমি
to.
গতকাল প্রেজেন্ট ছিলাম কিন্তু কথা বলার মতো অবস্থায় ছিলাম না। অ্যাকচুয়ালি আজকে এই ইভিনিং এর মানে আফটারনুনের পর থেকে আমি দেখতে আস্তে আস্তে আমি কথা মানে ঠিকমতো বলতে পারছি, ওই জিভে মুখের ভেতরে ব্লিস্টার গুলো কমে গেছে।
We wish you speedy recovery. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.